What up, y'all? Brr. Welcome to Pooping with Plunkett. Holy fuck. God dang. I was really fighting that shiver up the spine there. Man, it's, you can see out the window, it's getting, the sun's shining. It's not really freezing fucking cold outside. I just went out to check the, chicken coop. Make sure they're fed and collect my fucking eggs. I only had 9 eggs today. I'm fucking pissed. Bitches better start laying me some more eggs. Dude, I just sold 8 dozen eggs yesterday. 8.5, actually. I threw in an extra 6 eggs just to fill up the last carton because motherfucker wanted 8 dozen eggs. I'm like, alright, dude. Fuck yeah. I'll give you 6 eggs for free just for buying all these. But, motherfucker's buying them for $6 a dozen. It's gonna be a good poop today, boys. That ain't no bullshit. Man. Coffee will do this to you. I was right mid cup here. That's some good shit. My bowels are screaming at me like, dude, you better fucking run, dude. That coffee's fucking gonna kick your ass here in a minute. That's some good shit, though. So, naturally I was racing around finding a lighter, cigarettes, and all that shit. I'm wearing sweatpants, which is really nice. Because you don't have to waste time with the button and the zipper and everything. It's a real time saver. When you're frantically trying to get into position, you don't have to fuck around trying to undo the button and the zipper and all that stuff. And so I'll tell you all a little story. This happened yesterday. Well, the night before last, I had a really weird fucking dream. I told the janitor or the custodian at work. Like, you remember Half Baked, that movie where Dave Chappelle would always get pissed when people called him a janitor? He's like, I'm a custodian, you dick. I don't know, dude. I think it was just a joke in the movie, but I always think about that when I call somebody a janitor. I don't know if they're a janitor or a custodian or what. Anyways, see, people I work with now, they don't know about this shit. I've been told, I get into stories at work sometimes, stories that I shouldn't tell here just because people that watch this. One day, if I get it, like, where I don't have to worry about someday where, like employers and shit, they look into that shit nowadays, like your social media presence and shit. And I don't want them finding this. And, watching, like, they probably happen to watch one of the worst videos where I'm telling a story that would really end my career options pretty quick. But, anyways, that, my mom watches this sometimes for some reason. Hi, Mom. And my brother, too. He watches this shit. I don't know why. I wouldn't watch it if I was me, or if I wasn't me and I seen me doing this. I'd be like, what the fuck is this guy's asshole? Anyways, so I told the janitor guy about my dream, and that started this whole slew of conversation. And of course, he pulled in a couple of the engineers. I had to tell the engineers this story, and then a couple other stories and all this other shit. And they're like, dude, you need to start a podcast, dude. And I'm like, no. It was funny, but they started telling me, that you need to get your filter checked, between your brain and your mouth. I'm like, yeah, I have some filter, but it's not all there. It's a pretty loose filter sometimes. My sister didn't have any filter at all. But so, anyways, to get to the point here, this dream I had night before last was really fucked up, dude. It's that like classic. You go to school and you're naked, but I was in my boxers and I think I had a shirt on, but I wasn't wearing pants. And I'm climbing up the staircase. I'm on all fours climbing up the staircase at school, and all of a sudden there's a dude behind me, and he keeps trying to tickle my feet, and my feet are violently ticklish. Like I remember when I was a kid, I had warts on my feet, and the doctor was like sitting there trying to spray the fucking that cold shit, whatever the fuck that's called, nitrogen or whatever, spraying that shit on the warts. And he touched my foot wrong, and dude, I kicked him right in the fucking face. Like, not on purpose, but like, it's just a natural reaction because my feet are that fucking tick. It pisses me off, dude. Like, I tell, like, dude, I'm like, don't touch my fucking feet, dude. It will piss me off. And, so, anyways, he's like tickling my feet. And I'm like, dude, stop, dude. You're pissing me off. I'm going to kick the shit out of you. Not on purpose. So then he starts kind of like tickling my beehole. And I'm like, all right, dude, that's just too far now, dude. You're pissing me off really bad. And I'm climbing the staircase, and he keeps reaching up and tickling my beehole and my feet. And finally, I get to the top of the stairs. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. So I kicked him, and he went tumbling down the stairs, and I went down the stairs after him. And I started beating the shit out of him because I was pissed off because he kept violating me. And I mean, I'm not gay, dude. I don't hate gay people at all. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I know, like, in some people's minds, me saying I'm not gay automatically makes me a homophobe or something. But whatever, dude. Label me if you want. But so, anyways, I'm beating the shit out of him for the simple fact of violating my beehole and my feet. And then he turns into a dog, so I can't beat a dog. And I remember it was like a big black German Shepherd looking dog. And I was like picking him up. I'm like, turn back into a human, god damn it! Like, I want to kick your ass some more. You better turn back to a human, and he wouldn't do it because he didn't want to get his ass kicked anymore. And so they had a lot of fun with that dream. And that led to another dream I had like 20 some years ago that I'll try to hurry. I'll tell you guys the condensed version of this dream. So basically, my mom was, um, she was renting out the upstairs of her house on Craigslist. And she found this couple, a guy and a girl, to rent it. The thing is, there's some psychotic fucking serial killers. And I knew it. Nobody else knew it except for me. And they knew that I knew that they were serial killers, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't like that about me. They didn't like me at all because I knew their secret. And, shit, my shit's gone. Let me get that last fucking heroin hit. Anyway, so later in the dream, all kinds of shit in between here, but later on in the dream, fucking my mom and my brother left and left me alone with these people in the house, and I'm like freaking out. Oh, that's some good shit, y'all. And anyways, so they were coming downstairs because they knew we were all alone. We're like, oh, we're all alone now, little boy. We're gonna get you. And they're like taunting the shit out of me, and I'm running around the living room like, fuck, what am I gonna do? And they come down, and they tie up my hands, like this, and they hang me from the ceiling, so I'm all hanging there. And then they took a rope. They had a G.I. Joe and a cinder block. And they tied the rope around the G.I. Joe and tied the other end to the cinder block. Well, they took that GI Joe and put it up into my Grand Canyon there, so I wouldn't be able to escape. And they had the cinder block was like hanging in the air with the GI Joe up my butt. And the janitor guy, he's like, "Well, did it fall out or anything?" And I'm like, "No, dude. Like, my beehole is a virgin, dude. It's not gonna fall. I don't know how they got it in there, dude." And I lost my virginity that night in my dream, not in the good way. And so then they were like left to go get some more torture devices to fucking torture me with. And then they fucking so naturally, first thing I do is I get down and first step one after that is pull that thing out of my ass. And I went running. And I ran around the corner, and I could still point out like it was my mom's exact neighborhood in my dream. And I ran around the corner, and I ran behind this house, and I'm sitting there, and they knew I was gone by then. They're out there looking for me, so I was hiding in the corner in this little dark corner, and I'm all huddled down, in the fetal position. And then I hear the girl come walking around the house I was hiding at, and she come around the corner, and like I heard her footsteps getting closer and closer, and I'm freaking out, dude. And she come around, she's like, "Oh, here he is," pointing and yelling to her fucking boyfriend or husband or whatever. She's like, "He's right here, let's get him." And I'm like, "Oh shit," and dude, I fucking woke up right then, oh shit, I jolted awake, I'm all fucking curled up in the fetal position in my sleep. Like, oh shit, dude, and I woke up, I was like, what the fuck was that, dude? I had to check my areas for any GI Joes that were laying around just to make sure. But that's one of the fucked up dreams. I've had a lot of fucked up dreams, dude. And even last night, I had a dream that I was living in some fucking house, and there's like some lesbians living there, and they kept like all wanting to make out and shit. And I kept trying to watch them, and they were getting all like weirded out by me trying to watch them. And I'm like, dude, whatever, dude. You guys, two girls kissing. Of course, I want to watch. And I don't know what the fuck, dude. But they kept thinking I was creepy and weird for wanting to watch. I don't get it. Date today, pig. Wash your hands after you poop.